All right, chat. Thursday. You know what that means. Donation deck Thursday. Here is our first deck. This is from Chef Seth. This is a Mardu Knight strategy, a deck that was somewhat popular back in Standard. Yeah, the Jund deck is last. And we're playing Knights. That's the tribe that we're playing. Our payoff for Knight creatures specifically are Inspiring Veteran and Worthy Knight. Which this one gives you a token whenever you play a knight, and this one pumps all your knights +1/+1, so some pretty good synergy there. And just a whole mess of 1-drops, like all of the best 1-drop that have the creature type knight. A couple of Smitten Swordmaster. The curry favor 1-mana sorcery aspect of this card drains your opponent for the number of knights you control. And then we have, a little bit more power at the top end. Adeline, Showdown of the Skalds. Only 1 copy of Embercleave, even though it is nice with Fervent Champion to equip, like, you get a discount on the equip, and you can cast it off of tournament grounds. The issue with Embercleave is you don't have a lot of large creatures. So, like, Embercleave is very good with Adeline, but the rest of your creatures are 1 and or 2 power. So, it's not the best Embercleave deck. We have a copy of it. Maybe there could be more, but I kind of like the Showdown's main deck a little bit more than more Embercleaves. And then sideboard, just the usual suspects. You got Thoughtseize, a 4th copy of Showdown. Fight as 1 to protect against removal spells and Wrath of Gods. Cathar Commando for artifacts and enchantments. Rest in Peace for Phoenix and Greasefang, things like that. And then History of Benalia for the grindy matchups. 3 Adelines in a dream. Adeline plus ham sandwich equals victory. What's up, Cowper? We have a hand that has some lands and some knights, so I'm going to keep. I think I'm going to lead on Fervent Champion into Worthy Knight. The nice thing about having Worthy Knight into Adeline is most people are incentivized to kill this main phase, so if you go like specifically 1-drop into Worthy Knight, they are more likely that they're going to kill your Worthy Knight on your main phase because they don't want you getting a token off of it, and then you could slam Adeline with the 1-drop still in play. So that's a nice curve. And I'm not going to lie, I had a rough time playing Standard yesterday. I lost to Grixis a lot. I don't know what I'm going to do for San Diego. I think I might just say fuck it and play Mono Red. Like, I was looking at my win rates on the Untap page, and Mono Red was by far the deck that I won the most matches with. Our opponent has lost connection to the game. It's mid-range city. Yeah, so basically, there's only 2 paths that you can realistically take in Standard. It's either go under them with Mono Red or Mono Blue, or go completely over the top of them and play some bullshit Atraxa deck. Like, there's no other options. You can, like, unless you just want to play Grixis Mirrors all day, you can't grind with them. Their deck is better than literally everything. I've tried Jund, I've tried Golgari. I haven't tried Mardu yet, but I'm not really, like, sold that Mardu is actually going to be good. So, we do have some Standard RCs this weekend, yeah. Curious to see if anybody plays anything but Grixis. Yeah, Japan. I think Japan, and I want to say South America was this weekend too, but I can't remember. Alright, please no Fatal Push. The Field of Ruin tech. What's the Field of Ruin tech? Like Field of Ruin in Mono White? Wait, how do we beat that? Like, no cap, I don't know how we beat this card. I think I might actually go Worthy Knight here. Worthy Knight Bodyguard. Protect the Worthy Knight. Yeah, we have no chance of beating Meathook Massacre. You didn't draw 3 Fatal Pushes, did you? Surely they didn't draw 3 Fatal Pushes. Okay. Okay. That's just one where you just chalk it up and go to the next game. You just chalk it up and go to the next game. It's fine. Means the rest of their hand sucks? Surely they don't also have a 3-mana play. I think they mulligan this game too. Did they mulligan? I'm curious. No, they kept 7. I mean, that's one of the cards of all time. Alright, well, let's cast that. Does that mean we have good attacks here? Can protect the Adeline. No, I still don't really have good attacks because they can just block here. I guess I can send with the Adeline. And then if they block with the Aetherborn, I could just sack this. Okay. So, trade Bodyguard for that. They get to keep the Trespasser. Maybe this gives us a good attack next turn, but probably not. Gilly15, thank you for the 24 months, that 2-year subscriber badge. Much appreciated. Says, what's up? What's up, Gilly? How you doing? Thank you for the 24 months. Appreciate you, Gilly. How are our attacks now? Protect this. So if I shove with everything that isn't veteran, I can pump the human token, they block the Fervent Champion, but they take 7, 8. Is this a knight or no? Oh, these aren't knights, that's why. So I can only pump the Adeline. I don't know if trading the Fervent Champion is good here. I mean, the human token's a free attack, because they just eat a token either way, you know what I mean? I don't think the Fervent Champion's a good attack here. I think Fervent Champion's a good attack if I also send the Veteran, because then I can pump the Veteran. Oh no, this is a 4/4. Right, yeah. Okay. Alright, please give me a Dire Tactics. Venerable Knight. Math this for blockers. You figure it out. I have no idea if this is a good attack, but it probably isn't. Alright, well, I'll sack this. We got the Shieldred out of the way. That means they probably just have a second Shieldred. Good chance they have a second Shieldred. Yeah. Alright, Dire Tactics now, please. Oh! That's pretty good. That's not a bad one. We take those. That's a dub. One of, by the way. One of, by the way. Yeah, you're dead. Go next. This is a go next angle. So, we should maybe play some more Embercleaves, huh? Good magic card. Is there a knight who digs for equipment? I don't know if there is. There's the 3-mana 3/3, I think it's called Acclaimed Contender. Does that thing find equipment or no? I know it finds knights, I don't know if it finds equipment. It probably does, right? It does, okay. Yeah, look at the top 5, you get an aura, knight, or equipment, or legendary artifact. That's a lot of different types. You should maybe play more Embercleaves. Alright, Showdown coming in, History coming in. I mean, Embercleave was good that game, but I think in an average game, it's not great against Rakdos. No, I got one basic. We're prepared for Field of Ruin. And then because they have so much removal, I'm just going to cut Smitten Swordmaster. I think this is the best way to go about fighting against them. I don't want to bring in Fight as 1. I never like protection effects against Rakdos, because, like, if they Thoughtseize you and they know you... Or not Rakdos, but Mono Black. Same thing. But if they Thoughtseize you and they know you have it, they can just play around it most of the game. So it's, in general, not that great against them. Ooh, we can find Ossification. What's up, Outlaw? How you doing? Yeah, History was sick when it first came out in that standard format. Alright, let's lead on Fervent Champion. I'd like to not play this until I have other creatures in play, so if they kill it, I can actually, you know, put a counter on something. Probably just gonna lead with this. Yeah... Well... I feel like I should be saving that for Shieldred. Not sure if this plays right, but... Now if I draw a land, I can go 1-drop plus Tactics. Land would be nice. Let's Tactics this first. Might as well go to combat. Fatal Push my thing. Okay. Oh, please don't play a Shieldred. Pretty sure they mulligan this game. Ah, Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Well, I mean... I was gonna say I wanted to protect the Veteran, but if they have Fatal Push, I can't protect it either way. So they go to 10. Then if they play Shieldred, they block here, and they take 9. So they're likely dead to a Lord. They're definitely dead to Dire Tactics. Okay, so shove. Shove means they... Oh, actually, this is perfect, right? Because I can just go Bodyguard, the Veteran. I can shove, and then I can sack this Bodyguard, right? So I can actually pump... I'm still going to pump the Veteran, because I want to spread out the damage. So they block Veteran, I sack Bodyguard, they take 8, go to 2, then they go to 4, and then I still have 4 creatures versus Shieldred, which I think is good. Yeah, it's a little sketchy to play Mutavault in your Mardu deck that has, like, Inspiring Veteran and Dire Tactics, though. Like, I think Mutavault's a little too sketchy. Yeah, sure, they could have Meathook, but can't beat it. Extinction Event probably can't beat it. There's a lot of stuff I can't beat. Trying to beat what I can, you know? Alright, Tech. I don't think I can play around anything. Up here. So if they go for a removal spell on Veteran, I could sack Bodyguard. And if they have another removal spell, then fuck me, I guess. Okay. Well, we're dead. Couldn't beat 2 removal spells there. Not much I could do about that. Probably could beat 1, but can't beat 2. Yeah, I probably could beat 1 there, but definitely could not beat 2. You have Invoke. You win. Next. Given that I had 2 Lords, it is possible that I could have held the Dire Tactics that game for a Shieldred. Just kind of like not attacked for a little bit into the Aetherborn, and then once I drew the second Lord, then send everything, but it's like still kind of sketchy if they have a removal spell. Alright, sounds good. Second Tactic's kind of awkward with Tournament Grounds, but... Oh man, yeah, we actually... Tournament Grounds can't cast either of these cards. It's possible we need some other actual dual lands and not Tournament Grounds in this deck. I mean, had it the whole time. Only 3 damage for the night. Joust. Choose a creature you control and target creature you don't control. The creature you control gets +2/+1. If it's a knight, then those creatures fight each other. Interesting. Well, you know my hand. I don't really have anything else to do, so I'm gonna pump the knight. Sure, they have a removal spell here, but I got nothing else to do. They missed a land drop, which is actually, I think, horrible for me, because that means they have 6 spells, and I can't possibly win. Yeah. Go. Any showdowns? I'm gonna keep playing my lands up because of Showdown. Yeah, I do have 4 showdowns. Draw one of those, we're probably in business. We also have 4 tournament grounds. Yeah, lands are good too. I'll take more lands. Surely this one's not going to die immediately. Guess I could have held up a activation, but it's obviously just going to die this turn. Is that how that works? Guess I could have held lands for that, but... Red, white, this. Well... Kind of awkward, because I don't want to kill this Trespasser. Well, actually, I can't. Well, that's not true. I could if I played the Godless Shrine untapped, but I think I'm just going to do it this way. No attacks, and I'll plan on killing the Trespasser next turn, discarding what I draw. Chaining Showdowns might be good enough here. What's up, Card Bros? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, no blocks. Feeling. Okay, I think we start with Showdown. Red, white, colorless. Counter here. I mean, they obviously have a removal spell, but... I can't catch a break, dude. uh... I don't know. Attack. God, that is so frustrating. It's like, could have hit any amount of spells there and win this game, but no, you know, just the old 5 lands, no big deal. If I draw another land, the stream might be over. I don't know. I cannot continue. All right, well. Sick. That was fun. Showdown into 5. Like, it gets to a point where you have to, at least recognize that, yeah, I got flooded. You know what I mean? Yeah. The way to prevent that is playing exactly 4 lands in your deck. See, the good news is Seth isn't here to witness that. Don't really want to Dire Tactics that, so let's just play this in Prage. Well, I mean, they're going to sack the Harvester to kill it, but... I can't even cast Dire Tactics, yeah. Guess I could have saved this so I can play the Knight. Could have went, like, turn 3, this plus this, maybe. Possibly better? Not sure. See, I don't know. Maybe my philosophy is, like, I would rather wait to play this until I have another creature in play. But maybe that's just wrong, you know? I could certainly be wrong on that. How would I build boats at the moment? You still want to play Gigantha, so that means I would probably play Hajar instead. You definitely want to play Gigantha, so Hajar over Pack Leader. I would play No Swords main deck, 2 Luca. I think I like if you follow Brennan DeCandio, so I think it's like BDeCandio13 on Twitter. He posted a list that didn't have a Crow and More main deck, and I honestly kind of liked that a little bit. So I think maybe Noah Crow and War main deck and just put like 2 or 3 in the sideboard might be a good way to go about it. I don't hate that idea. And then I think sideboard you probably want 1 to 2 copies of Sword. You could maybe main deck a Sword, but I'm going to put the counter here to play another Stomp. Worse if they have like Push, but now I have 2 2/3s against an opposing Stomp. Yeah, I think at this point, Crow and War is more of a sideboard card, especially given the decrease in popularity of Mono Green. Like, as Mono Green falls off, you know, it's a little bit less necessary to play it as a main deck card. Cannot cast Dire Tactics, huh? Well, that's an issue. Also can't cast Embercleave. Don't really think I want to trade Veteran for Bone Crusher, so I guess we're passing. Could have maybe attacked with Knight. I guess the Knight was probably a free attack. Attack with Knight before, yeah, maybe. They take 2, then I post-combat the Fervent Champion. Like, a Crow and War can be good against some other decks, too. Like, against Mono White, it's, 4 mana Suspend 2 Wrath of God. Some of the time. But it's also, even in that matchup, like, you're already so far ahead against Mono White, and it's bad against Thalia. So, not, like, a huge fan of it. Okay, well, we can Dire Tactics one of their creatures. Still don't really have a great attack, though. Yeah, Metabase might be a little sketchy here. I mean, I cannot let them copy Harvester, so I guess I have to do this. Like I would have EOT Dire Tactics. We couldn't have cast Dire Tactics. We had a Godless Shrine, a Secluded Courtyard, and a Tournament Grounds. We couldn't cast Dire Tactics. If I could have, I would have killed the Bone Crusher last turn. Sent you how I've been sideboarding. What, in Discord? Okay. Where did you put it? I don't know where you put it. I can't find it. Yeah, it might be a mistake to play Courtyard. I'm off it. Oh, Twitch Whisper. Okay. Got you. So, Rakdos, -4 Venerable Knight, -2 Swordmaster, -4 Lords. You've been sideboarding a lot against Rakdos. Why do you bring in Thoughtseize against Rakdos? Showdown, History, Wedding Announcement. My list doesn't have Wedding Announcement, though. The list that you posted in the Discord didn't have Wedding Announcement. Yeah, maybe you're supposed to just cut the black, honestly, and just be a Boros deck. I want the Showdown. I want the Histories. I don't know if I want Fight as 1. Yeah, and then if you're 2 colors, you can play Beauty Ball, too. What did we cut last time? I cut the Swordmasters, because they just kill all your shit. Swordmaster didn't seem that good. Replied too late. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I cut Embercleave the last time I was playing against them. I think the Lords seem meh. So what, you want to cut the Lords and play Fight as 1? Do you like something like that? Had a Grill go yesterday. See, Ghost, I think that deck is really good if we had 1 extra dual land, but the mana base when you're trying to cast like red and green 1-drops It's just like the mana you have to play Rockfall Vale, and that card is just Temple of Abandon so much of the time. Let's keep the Cleave. Like, Cleave is a lot better if we're adding the fight as ones. I mean, this hand's good. Let's lead on Godless Shrine, actually. But yeah, I like the Gruul deck if you can cast your spells. It's just, you can't cast your spells a lot of the time. It's the big issue. Surely they don't have Bone Crusher Giant, right? Surely they don't have Bone Crusher Giant. They wouldn't do that to me, right? They wouldn't do that to me. Nah, there's no way they have Bone Crusher Giant. There's just no way. Well, they didn't have Bone Crusher Giant, but... Alright, play Adeline and Prage. I mean, I guess the good news about them killing Adeline is then we can slam Showdown, I guess, but... Oh, so they just have Thoughtseize plus... Thoughtseize plus removal spell, huh? So we had no chance anyways. Awesome. You know, I mean, removal spell into Thoughtseize plus removal spell. Completely beatable draw. Ooh. Alright, we're casting that post-combat. No way they have a removal spell here, right? Okay. Yeah. Sure, dude. Okay, I guess I can't complain that much. Bleed Chow gifting a sub to Ghost. Thank you for the gift. Oh, and you have a shield red too! What's it like? What is it like? What is it like? Tell me what it's like. I think it's better. No, I think I should play these two. What if I played... I think I want to put a counter on the Knight. Yeah, let's go put a counter on the Knight. Target here, and then just save the Fervent Champion for next turn so I can go Worthy Knight, make 2 tokens. This game is still winnable, I think. Jam more. Well, the thing about jamming more is, like, I cut the Lords from my deck, right? Incoming Brotherhood's End. Oh, well, we win. That was a cool game. Counter. I'm gonna keep splitting up the counters, I think. I guess we could still lose the Extinction Event. What if I just hold? Is there any way I can lose this game other than Extinction Event? And then if they Wrath me, I could still have like a decent-ish follow-up. Yeah, I don't really think there's any way I lose this game outside of them casting a Wrath, so I'm just gonna hold. Can I pump with this mana? No, no, you can't. Actually, can you? No, cast Knight Equipment spell. Oh, this can activate abilities. I should have pumped the Knight. I forgot. I didn't realize this could use... I didn't know this could activate abilities. I know Tournament's Grounds didn't, but I didn't realize that Courtyard did. Sounds good. Cut Cleave on the draw. Maybe should have, yeah. Alright, chat was insisting that I lead with Venerable Knight, so I'll try that this game. E doesn't get them that far at worst, you only lost half your board. Yeah, that's true. Even if I overextend, because I have a good split of odds and evens. Like, if they name even, I get to keep all the 1-drops. Ooh. I could just bang on them with double Fervent Champion, right? Let's do that. We just pump them both. And if they trade for Venerable, then I could put a counter on Fervent Champion. Not bad. So let's go... Pump here. Thoughtseize is for sweepers. Yeah, I guess that's a reason to have Thoughtseize. I could see it. One thing I noticed, Seth, is the mana base is a little sketchy in this deck. Like, you have a lot of, like, Courtyards and Tournament Grounds that can't cast your sideboard cards or the Showdowns. So I think we have to rework the mana base a little bit. I prefer base decks. Just base decks in general. As long as the deck is based, then I like it. Trespasser. We can attack through that with Fight as 1. This is a 3-2 and a 2-1. If they block the 2-1, I just pump. Alright, let's go here on Knight. Let's attack first, I think. Kind of use for Embercleave. Well, I can't cleave this turn. I can cleave next turn if I untap with all my creatures, but let's see if they decide to call my bluff. They do. It's a nice trade. When you get the trade 1-for-1 with the Graveyard Trespasser, it's always a good feeling. I think it's better to play Venerable Knight, because I'd rather protect something better with Bodyguard. And now, I was going to say, if they jam Shelly, then we're chilling, but event time? Yeah, if they event me, they event me. So, Cleave is bad if they had push. What if I just Tactics? Or just attack? Attack is pretty good, right? I think attack is good. They also might push the Fervent Champion before combat. They'd probably push this one, yeah. Yeah, that's dicey. Okay, this might be a little too aggressive, but I'm gonna do this. Push 4 damage, play another 1-drop. If they play Shieldred, then I can attack profitably into the Shieldred next turn. Ish. I guess profitably-ish, but... should have protected this one, not sure. Thought the Day Emblem was a Mana Source. No. We could not cleave that turn. I wish we could. Okay, no Extinction Event, that's good. I like that. Okay. I will pump the Venerable Knight, because they're more likely to remove that. They're gonna Power Word kill the Bodyguard. Okay, what if I cleave the Fervent Champion? I have to cleave now before this resolves. I think I cleave the Fervent Champion. And then if they have well, I guess if I cleave the Venerable Knight... Oh, wait, that was a 5 headline. I could have went Embercleave, hold priority, sack Bodyguard. Because then if they push the Fervent Champion, then I target this. Oh, that's such a sick line. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's such a sick line. I didn't think about that. Alright, well, good beats. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Okay, well, I didn't have it anyways, but... go. I guess now if they play Shelly... This isn't that great. Ritual. Okay. So, Fervent Champion is lethal. It's not a Fervent Champion. This is 3 to equip. Okay. What was our loss to? We lost to Mono Black round 1. Okay, so if I equip... Ah, man, this is sketch. I think I'm supposed to just play the Showdown here, because if I attack, they go Fire Up, Hive, block. If I pump and they have push, I just get Time Walked. Yeah, equip is also Time Walk, so I think I'm just going to play Showdown and just not attack. I like this better. No, this is a Dono deck, Card Bros. This is a Dono deck from Chef Seth. Those are cards. Those are definitely cards. Kind of awkward that I don't have a 5th land, though. Yeah. Surprised they didn't main phase Stomp plus play Bone Crusher. I mean, you could, but... Okay, that's very pog, because I can equip that for free. Huh. So I can go Worthy Knight, Fervent Champion, Bodyguard, equip for free, attack. I know it's a trade, but they take 1 and go to 2, and then I just have a shit ton of stuff in play. Oh no, I could put a counter on the Fervent Champion, right? Yeah, because I get a counter on the Fervent Champion. Is there a way that I can, like, bait a Fatal Push if I go Worthy Knight, Bodyguard first? Okay, so that line is worse if they don't have Fatal Push. Like, okay, imagine a scenario. I go Worthy Knight first, then Bodyguard. If they have a removal spell, they might want to respawn and kill the Worthy Knight, and then I could just go Fervent Champion, equip. Now, I know it won't put a counter on the champion, so it would be a trade, but I think that line is better against Fatal Push. So, I think I like that. So we target here, play Fervent Champion. They're going to be at 2, so I'm going to put a counter here. I think this line was good. Yeah, so they trade go to 2, and then we have 2 lethal creatures. This looks like a perfectly normal deck, but there's a black card in the graveyard. Well, I mean, we could support it with Cliffs and Secluded Courtyard tournament grounds. Yeah, it does blank event too, because we have an odd and an even. Notably, we also double spelled, which is better if they have Trespasser, because they only gain 1 life. Then we can just, like, equip this. Yeah, because we can just go equip human. If they have removal spell, we just sack this, and then this is just lethal, so should be fine. How well do I think Abzan Greasefang is positioned? I think it's a good deck. I think there is some amount of variance in the Greasefang deck, you know, and not everybody is accustomed to that kind of thing, but if you can handle the swings and the variance, and it's definitely a very powerful deck. There's a lot less Rest in Peace than you used to see. You know, even the white decks, I think, are trimming on Rest in Peace by and large. Or they're not playing as many copies, maybe like 2. So, I think it's a fine choice. It's a very powerful, proactive deck for sure. You just get a lot of percentage points for people who aren't prepared. Just don't run into spirits. Yeah, Greasefang does not want to play against Shacklegeist and Spellcore. That seems like a close to unwinnable matchup. They have 1 card in their hand. What could it possibly be? I'm not really sure. Like, they have to have... I guess it could be Shieldred's Edict? Right? Okay, you're still dead, right? Because they go to 3, they chump block, double strike, they go... Yeah, this is still lethal. Wow, what a fucking match. That was a sick match. My own horn from time to time, but... Okay, back to reality. Inspiring Vantage, Double Knight of the Ebon Legion. Excellent mana base. Oh, I see, I see. It's one of those kind of games. Last deck seen 2 days ago, Rakdos midrange. Are we just going to play against 5 Fatal Push decks? Just multi 5 against Rakdos, have no chance. Well, this is a pretty good 5. I'm going to put back land and... It's either the second 1-drop or the Dire Tactics. It's really hard to keep a reactive card on the play on a multi-5, so I think I'm just going to put back Dire Tactics. Not sure if that's correct, but... Let's lead on Venerable Knight. This might be a YOLO Worthy Knight on turn 2 and hope they don't have it. Oh, well. Never mind. No Worthy Knight at all. I mean, honestly, if they have Bone Crusher, they might just take Bodyguard. Okay. It's true, I am not worthy. See, that's the issue. This card fucking sucks in this matchup. It's so bad. Honestly, am I supposed to just cast it now? Just to just dome them for 2? I might be. I think I am, actually. Yeah, just upstairs for 2. Upstairs, got him. Alright, song request from Danta. In the queue, Danta, gotcha. Not quite Shaman of the Pack. Well, I mean, if you think about it, it is 3 mana for a 2-power creature, right? 1 mana and then 2 mana for the creature, so it's kind of the same thing as Shaman. That's true, it is good in those matchups. Song's Pog. Shaman's a 3-2? Yeah, but this one's a 2-1 lifelink. Okay. Are we actually, like, in a weirdly good position here? I mean, I don't think we are, because we just lose to Shieldred, but... Probably have to block. Play the land to play around Liliana. They, like, tap out for Shieldred if we rip Dire Tactics, maybe? Yeah, I mean, the biggest difference is that, like, the Elves deck gets to play Land War Elves and Elvish Mystic, so they can just accelerate to more permanents on the battlefield. The Knights deck doesn't have a card like that. I mean, not a bad draw, but not at this current juncture. Doing okay for a multi-5. Draw land might be in this game. Yeah, that's true. Can't coordinate cook. Yeah, that's a good point. Where's the Thales Lieutenants? Not everything's a human, right? I think. I can't play on anything. Does it? I haven't followed Attack on Titan. I've watched a couple episodes, but... Only non-humans are the dog black creatures. Actually, isn't Swordmaster a human too? Yeah, this one's a human too. But yeah, maybe we should just be cutting the vampires. Just be a Boros deck. Because then, if you're a Boros deck, you can also justify playing Mutable, and your mana is just a lot better, you know? Like, you get to play more dual lands, you don't have to play the 5-color lands that, like... The 5-color lands are really awkward, because they don't allow you to cast your good cards, like your sideboard cards, your Showdowns, stuff like that, so... Probably just better to play this as a Boros deck. A Boros Charm to beat Ritual of Soot, that's not an awful idea. More Embercleaves, probably. 16 1-drops. There's really no other 1-drop in Boros that you could play that's also a Knight. There has to be. Like, there's 1,000 1-drops that are legal in Pioneer. There's gotta be one that's playable. That has creature-type Knight. The song is really good. If I cast that on Bone Crusher, they just get to block the token here. But let's do this. So we go to 11, attack with the 2 Worthy Knights, accept the trade. Need your Fatal Push. Oh yeah, I guess they could just do that. Okay, maybe I should have killed the Reflection. Possible I should have killed the Reflection. Because now we have no attacks anyways. Where's our sword? The problem with the swords is I don't really think they're that good against Rakdos. They're like, the sword is only good if you draw Fervent Champion, I think. Because you have a lot of other stuff to do with your mana between, like, Showdown and... I guess it's really just Showdown, but I don't know. Let's see, what's the Boros list look like? Bodyguard, Fervent Knight, Venerable Knight, Veteran, Lieutenant, Worthy Knight, Adeline. Yeah, see, this looks a lot cleaner. Then you get to play creature lands. The creature lands are so good. Beanslayer Paladin. Is that a knight? I assume it is. Yo! I don't know what it is. I don't know if anybody else's chat is like this, but every time I get raided, also thank you for the raid, Spike. Shout out to Aspiring Spike. Welcome, raiders. It's weird. Like, it shows this, like, this is the thing that now shows when I get raided. I don't know if it's like that for you too, Spike. It's really weird. I don't know why it's like that. The Spike viewers. I saw that you 5-0'd with Shadow of Mortality. Oh, it's a Twitch bug? Okay, gotcha. Well, again, Aspiring Spike, thank you for the massive raid. Welcome, raiders. We are doing some Pioneer donation decks. We've played against 3 Rakdos decks so far today. First league, but yeah, we're playing some Mardu Knights. Mardu Knights. Well, Rimrock isn't really a 1-drop per se, like it's not a creature that you can play on turn 1. We need another 1-drop in the Boros deck. Yeah, we want 1-drops. Alright, last time against Rakdos, we boarded in this stuff. And I was talked into cutting these cards. And I think we like that. What's this? Nice. Nice T-Span. You love to see it. Alright, play first. Normally 4 laters are kind of sketchy against Rakdos, but we do have 4 copies of Showdown, so I think I am going to keep this. Not in love with it, but I think it's just barely keepable. Kessig Wolf Rider, what's that? No, I think you want to play 16. 1 mana, 1/2 menace. No, I want it to be 1. I want it to be 2 power. I think if you're going to talk me into playing a 1-drop, it's got to have 2 power. Good versus Rakdos. What, the 1/2? Why is it good versus Rakdos? What's the ability? Exile 3 cards from your graveyard, make it 3/2. It's so expensive, though. I mean, it's not awful, but it's really expensive. Combat. So, if they cast Stomp, I think I'm just going to play Fight as 1 this turn. Okay, no Stomp. At least I think they would Stomp the champion. Power, Word, Kill. Yeah, no thanks. It's Recruitment Officer at home. Oh, what, the 1-drop? I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Oh, I see, I see. Which one do we protect? I think we protect the one that has 2 power. Not loving our spot. If you move to Boros, you could make Wedding Announcement. Well, I don't think you'd main deck Wedding Announcement, but it is a sideboard card you could play for Rakdos, yeah. Want to be cool, don't play a Shieldred. Stop it! Stop! Stop! You ever consider just not doing that? You ever think about that? If they have literal nothing, we still lose. I mean, we can beat literal nothing. We can't beat like fake nothing. Yeah, I could still draw Showdown. Yeah, we win these. I would love to not play against Rakdos again. That would be very, very nice. I would appreciate not playing against Rakdos for the 4th time today. That'd be cool. That'd be very, very cool of you. Weirdly enough, I think I'm supposed to play my land first so I can cast Dire Tactics. I know it looks weird to play the land first before Showdown, but we have these colorless lands that don't allow us to cast some spells in our deck. So I believe I have to do it this way. So we're going to start with Dire Tactics, which we did not hit. Guess we can play it out. I don't think we can win, but I'm going to save the spell for next turn when we go to Chapter 2 in the Showdown. Here's right top deck Dawn Dusk. It's not even that good. Nothing in my graveyard because of the stupid Vessel. Gotta just let that go. Save the fight as one for next turn with the Showdown Chapter 2. We are actually playing Knights. Turns out the Rakdos matchup not great. After playing against it 3 times in a row, can confirm Rakdos matchup not ideal. I changed my mind, I'm off it. Alright. No Rakdos, please. I'm asking very nicely. Please do not... If you can afford Shield Roots, you can probably afford Black-Red lands. Another 4-lander, but I mean, it's a decent 4-lander. I mean, normally I don't mind playing against Rakdos if I'm playing boats or something. Like, if I'm playing a deck that has a good Rakdos matchup, whatever, that's fine. But, yeah, my Mardu, mono 1-drop, 2-drop deck is going to be bad against Fatal Push Bone Crusher Giant, so... Well, I think we found a worse matchup, actually. We may have found a worse matchup than Rakdos. Yeah, I know, right? Mardu creatures with no ETBs. Tomber, we need to find the terms and conditions of our wager. It's getting to be that. It's getting to be that point. It's this weekend, right? I think. Just jam. They'll never have it. Yeah, it was the 24-hour stream, right? See, that's how you got me. You probably offered that bet when I was like 18 hours into the stream and half asleep, and you're like, at this point, Doomwake probably doesn't know anything that's going on, so if I offer him a bet that I know he can't win, he'll probably take it. And before everybody in chat, oh yeah, I offered you a bet too. Which league would I hate the least versus 5X Legacy Delver, 5X Modern Murktide, or 5X Pioneer Red Black? By far 5X Modern Murktide. By far. I don't even think that's close. They have March? I think they're marching here. Yeah. Deck. So, no Wrath, please. I mean, I guess Wandering Emperor would also suck, but... Oh, how about a tap land? I can beat a tap land. Needed to spell that turn. Really needed to spell that turn. Can I beat it? I think I can. Had I drawn a spell that turn, maybe, but... We're marching again? Unfortunate. Shouldn't they play March after Bodyguard resolves? They should, but... Just because you should doesn't mean you will. There's a lot of things that I should do. Yeah, the Murktide command is great. I'm a big fan of that one. That might be like one of my favorite Twitch commands of all time. Well, we're looking at a more Boros version, which I think Seth put it in the chat. Tank Wandering Emperor. Eganju. Grab you the Boros list in a second after I play my turn at F6. Let me just do this real quick. F6. Hold, please. Alright, where'd it go? I just had it. Where did Seth... I just had it. History, Knights. Yeah, so this is like the Boros version that we were thinking of. The only thing about this Boros version is I really think you need an additional 1-drop. I think you want to play 16 1-drops with, like, the Worthy Knights and Thalia's Lieutenants and such. Especially with History, too. So we need to find one more good 1-drop that's also a Knight. But I think Boros is better because you get to play Den and Mutavault. When I donate to play versus Red-Black, we don't play. I know, right? Alright, surely this card's going to resolve, right? I should leave up a Boros land, I think. Humans play 12. Yeah, but Humans doesn't have, like, Worthy Knight and History of Benalia. They only have Lieutenant. They're way more of a mid-range deck, I would say. I know it's weird to call Humans a mid-range deck, but at least that's the way that I see it. I think I'm ignoring Teferi. Yeah, I'm ignoring Teferi. Fuck that card. It's gonna post-combat Worthy Knight. Okay. Play a couple Skrelvs. Yeah, I guess we could play a couple Skrelvs. Wouldn't be the worst idea. Raven Inspector. Well, Inspector is still a human for Value's Lieutenant, so it's not awful, but it's reasonable for sure. But like, I just want to find another knight that costs 1 mana in Boros that has 2 power. That's what we're looking for. But yeah, Skrelv isn't terrible either. That card's good. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. There's like, you want to protect the Lord and Worthy Knight, so like if you curve Skrelv into either of those 2-drops, you get to protect it, similar to like the Boggles aspect of playing Skrelv, which is kind of nice. Like guaranteeing you untap with Worthy Knight is pretty good, because that card is really good when you untap with it, especially if you have a lot of 1-drops. So I could see that for sure. There's none, by the way? Really? Interesting. Well, that's unfortunate. Settle the Wreckage is not a card that exists. I will not play around it. That card does not exist, and it can't hurt me. If you just speak the words into existence, then they can't have it. You know? Because I can't beat it if they have it. Cannot beat it if they have it. Falmire Knight draws a card. Meh, Falmire's not terrible. It's a 1/1 Death Touch, right? One black for a 1/1 Death Touch, I think, is what it is. You run Novice Knight, Defender 2/3 becomes online with Equip or Aura. Well, you don't have enough equipments. You only have like 2 to 3 copies of Embercleave. The issue with Embercleave is you don't, outside of Adeline, nothing in your deck really gets above like 2 to 3 power. So it's not the best Embercleave deck. You know, in the past you've seen Embercleave in decks like that have Lovestruck Beast and Bone Crusher Giant, these cards that have 4 and 5 power. But we don't have that outside of Adeline, you know. So this isn't actually the best Embercleave deck. That's the thing about Settle. You just always full send. You just pretend they never have it. Alright, so History, Thoughtseize, Fight as One, Showdown all coming in. We're going to cut Dire Tactics, Smitten Swordmaster, Bad Against Wrath. I could see cutting Embercleave. We cut the Lords the last time. Does that make sense? Cutting Lords isn't as great against blue-white because they don't have as much spot removal as Rakdos does, but I still think the theory behind cutting the Lords is good, because the Lords make you overextend into Wraths. What's your removal in Boros? Well, this version doesn't have any main deck removal spells. I wonder if the best removal spell might be, like, Fateful Absence? Fateful Absence might be pretty good, because that one's at least an instant. Cathar Commandos for Lockdown and Flash Threat. What do you want to cut? Some of the 1-drops maybe, like 2 Venerable Knights. I don't know if you have enough mountains for Chain of the Rocks, but that is a good card if you had enough mountains. Like, this list only currently has 5 mountains. You could maybe up that count a little bit. Justice Strike. It does kill Shieldred, kills Bone Crusher, kills Lovestruck, kills Elves. We could also just play, I was going to say our own Bone Crushers, but... Alright, let's cut 2 Venerable Knights for 3 Venerable Knights for 3 Cathar Commandos. Nah, I don't know if I like that many Commandos. I think just 2 is good. They don't have that many enchantments. I think 2 is okay. Like, the thing about having a Flash Threat is we have a lot of stuff that we want to tap out for, especially post-board with the 4th copy of Embercleave, or 4th copy of Showdown, you know what I mean? So, like, I just want to tap out for those cards. This hand's good. What is Stormfist Crusader? Also kind of awkward that Cathar Commando's not a knight. It's not going to matter with this hand, but... Oh, I meant to play the Tournament Grounds. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, I should have played Tournament Grounds there. I should have played Fervent Champion. There are exactly 3 knights in Pioneer with 2 power at CMC, and one of them is Defender. Okay, so... Well, I mean, Fervent Champion kind of counts as a 2 power one, you know? So, and actually, given that they have the suspend the foretold counterspell, I actually think it's just better to do this, even though it's a much less efficient use of my mana. I can go Fervent Champion, hold up Commando if they have the counterspell. They're probably not going to counter this, then they'll take a million damage, they'll Wrath, then we can untap, or end step Commando, untap Adeline, so that's why I did it this way, to play on the counterspell. Like, I don't think they're going to counter this, they might though. Alright, yeah, I'll just tech for this, whatever this is. The Menace Wolf Rider. Somebody had suggested that. I mean, the activated ability on that card is not awful against Rakdos, but I could see it. That's it's like 1 mana 1/2, and then 3 mana exile 3 cards from your graveyard, make a 2/2. Is that what it is? It makes 2/2s, right? Makes a 3/2? It's not awful. I've seen worse cards. Could do like maybe 2 Skrill, 2 Wolf Rider. Because I think 16 1-drops is correct. That's a good draw too. Not that I really needed it, but... Pump here, they go to 3, and they have no outs. Alright, we're about to be 2-2. Not too bad. Forsworn Paladin. Yeah, I think that was in, like, the combo version that Seth had posted. I really don't like that card, though. It's like, painfully slow. Unbearably slow. Alright, because Knight you can at least cast off of Courtyard and Tournament Grounds, but the other problem is Courtyard and Tournament Grounds don't cast your splash cards like Dire Tactics and Showdown. So it's like, the fact that those 5-color lands don't cast those cards is really, really awkward. That's the biggest issue with the mana base. 12 1-drop creatures plus 4 play with fire. Yeah, I guess you could go that route, or we could try to fit enough mountains for Chain of the Rocks. Not sure if we can get away with enough mountains though. Stitcher's Supplier. The rats are here. Okay, so definitely not gonna trade. I played the shock land there so I can go tap land, hold up Tactics next turn. Because if I play Courtyard that turn, I have to shock and it makes it more obvious to what I have. Even though they might play our removal spell anyways, but... Ooh, perfect. So let's go Knight. Play this for Fervent Champion, make a token, attack with just Fervent Champion Worthy Knight. Still not going to offer that trade. We can hold up Dire Tactics. I'll probably offer this trade next turn, but I think they're going to chump this turn. Coco is legal. What about Naya? I mean, it's kind of the same. I guess you could play Coco over Showdown, but, like, I honestly think that Showdown might just... I'm not going to say it's better, but it feels like it could be better, you know? Can't stay away Greasefang, but they don't have any equipments, or vehicles. I think I still just want to be mana efficient anyways, so I can play the Showdown now. Oh, well, I guess we're not playing Showdown. No shot I'm playing Showdown now. Because now I think even if they Greasefang us, we still win. I think Showdown is better than Coco in this deck. I kind of think so, too. It's worse card advantage, but gives better beats. Yeah, like, if you equate Showdown to, like, putting 2 creatures into play, the same amount that Showdown... Like, that, you know what I mean? Like, if Showdown draws 2 creatures versus Coco drawing 2 creatures, I think the fact that Showdown also gives you the pump next turn is just so much better. Is this lethal? It's gotta be close. I'm not gonna do math. Yeah, you never heard this? This song is so good. I'm on the edge of a night. Well, it's lethal next turn. Math is for blockers. So, I should not have pumped that. Trade there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 go to 2, but this still kills them, so. They don't have any outs though, right? Take 7. Well, even if they Greasefang us, they can't, like, even if they go like mill Parhelion, Greasefang, get back Parhelion, they can't crew both. So I still only take 14. Recommission? What do you want recommission for? Alright, so against the Greasy Boys, bring in Rest in Peace. Probably Thoughtseize. Yeah, I don't really think recommission's where you want to be. I'm going to cut the Showdowns. I think they're a little bit too slow. What else should be cutting? Any chance I want to cut Adeline? Just played my first Historic game in like 2 years. Martyr is in Historic? Dude, I don't even know. I don't even understand Historic anymore. You're thinking Call of the Death Dweller, Chef Seth. It's the card that you were thinking of. I think there is a second version of that card as well. Isn't there a white version of that card? I can't remember the name of it, but I think it only brings 2 things back. I don't remember. Sir Eccles was trying to get me to play a card like that. Did anybody in chat know what that card is? It's very similar to Call of the Death Dweller, but it's a white card. Does it bring 3? What is it called? Is it just called Patchwork? Oh, Patch Up. That's what it is. Yeah, Patch Up. Patch Up is the card. Honestly, I should probably be cutting a land with this configuration. Or cutting the Swordmasters. Land's incredibly mid. Also, they kept 7, so... let's put back the planes, I think. Okay, that's fine. So, let's lead on Knight of the Ebon Legion, because that one's going to allow us to attack past the Supplier next turn. Because we're going to slam Rest in Peace next turn, but... 3 mana sorcery, return up to 3 target creature cards with total mana value 3 or less from your to the battlefield. So yeah, very, very similar to Call of Death Dweller. 2 Chariot. Bro, if they turned 2 Charioted me, I don't know. That would have been, I mean, that's one of the draws of all time, right? As the kids say. Well, now I can't attack. But we do get to play this, which is fine. I haven't tried out Soldiers yet, no. It's on my list. I do want to try it. I think I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to lock it in, but I really, really just want to play an aggro deck in Standard right now. Nothing else just really does it for me is the issue. How do they turn 2 kitties? They had the cat, the car, and the thing in the graveyard. If they had, what you call it? Can't stay away. Can't stay away. Okay, I guess we start attacking with the knight. Honestly, might just pump it. Hope they don't have push. Well, I can always sack Bodyguard if they have push. Just want to start clocking them. So let's do this. They go to 16. We play knight. Oops. I get to counter. Yeah, the knight? Which knight? Which knight are you talking about? Ooh, combo deck, by the way. Classic combo deck. Cannot cast any of the cards in my hand. Well, I could play a 2-mana 2-1, but... No, I don't want to attack with this, because that's bad if they draw Fatal Push. No, I'll just send the Knight of the Ebon Legion. What's up, Ryder Die? How you doing, buddy? How is you today? 11, get a counter. Well, the thing is, they just trade the Supplier for it, right? And then I still can't attack the 1-1 past the Informant. Maybe it's okay. Yeah, the Rip is in play. That's the issue. we have the classic combo deck. You're on Mono losing streak today. Oh no, you hate to see it. What are you trying to play today, Ride or Die? I'm just gonna cast this thing, I think. Said I could shove next turn. No, Tournament Grounds does not cast Curry Favor, because Curry Favor is not a night spell, it's a sorcery. Alright, 3-2, not too bad, not too bad. 3-2 losing to Rakdos and Mono Black. We did beat Rakdos once in the league, which was nice. We pay out the Believers. Love to see the Believers getting paid. Easy 3-2. So yeah, overall, I think the core of this deck is good. The non-black cards. So like Knight's a fine card, but I think what it asks you in the mana base is ultimately not worth it. So this is the Boros version that Seth sent me, who is the one who did this Dono deck, and I think this looks a lot better. I would consider cutting maybe the 4th Adeline. I think 4 History, 2 Showdown's not a bad split. Maybe cut like an Adeline and either... No, you probably still want to play 23 lands. Maybe an Adeline and the 4th History and play 2 Skrelvs, because I want 2 additional 1-drops, but I think I like a lot of what's going on. Showdown was really messed up, too. That card's sick. And Dire Tactics is good, but very hard to cast in this mana base, so I think those are my thoughts. It's one of those days I just can't win. Jam 4, Color Control, Living End, Elemental.